girls resting at the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess she tweet, I guess she confess. She thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous. Our stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my perk.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and it is Monday night. Got on a little late tonight. Sorry, guys. I had to get some stuff done, and trying to get our YouTube thing all set up tonight right now. Trying to get it all squared away. I can tell you this, what a game it was tonight. Watching the Thunder play. OKC Thunder. And I'm going to tell you this, the Thunder did everything that we thought that they needed to do tonight. I was really proud of what they were doing as a group, what the style of play. And I'm sure some of you guys are going to probably be off tonight already, but sorry about that coming on so late, but I had some people with me. We ran some errands and did some stuff, so it took me a little bit longer to come on tonight. But that being said, the Thunder took care of business 134-128 tonight against the Clips. And I will say this about the coaching staff tonight, other than playing some guys that I really didn't enjoy them playing, I thought the Thunder did exactly what they needed to do. And I can say this, my boy Hotspot Casino that comes on tonight, that comes on with us, I will say that I'm liking AJ Mitchell more and more. I like what I see out of him. I like what he's doing. I love his growth as a player, and I can just say that I'm just liking what I see out of him right now. He is. I'm sorry, I'm getting all my guys taken care of on my deal tonight. But I'm gonna say this. I like the kid, and I've always liked the kid. I think that I don't know how many people we're going to be on. We're on a little late tonight, but I will say that I like what he's doing. I like what he brings. Dylan Jones, not so much. I don't like the fact that he's bringing him in earlier and earlier. Was a great sighting seeing Kendrick Williams tonight. Love K. Rich. Love seeing him back out there. Made a 3 tonight. Still looks like he's a little bit out of practice. That's a good way to put it. Out of sync. But I'm going to tell you this. SGA was phenomenal tonight. J-Dub played well. Our bench as a group, our defense, I mean, just being this small lineup that we have, when he puts in SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Dort, and Wiggins, it's a small lineup. But I think that just collectively they did a great job of handling Zubac. And he did have a nice. Zubac had a good game. Don't get me wrong with his rebounds. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a guy at 6'11", 280 pounds. But I will say this collectively as a group, I thought the coaching staff did a great job of doing several things. One, playing SGA more, bringing him in earlier. I don't like them playing Dylan Jones. He's just not ready. And I know that we're in the process of developing players. I get all that. But A.J. Mitchell is the only one of that group that's ready to play. Quit trying to put Dylan Jones in. He's just not ready. He's just not. And I understand you're a developmental coach, and I get that. But right now, without Chet, we can't be doing all this nonsense. We got to put the best groups out there to try to win games while we're down until we get iHeart back, until we get J. Will back. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm just at the point now where it just frustrates me. But that being said, I love what we did in the game tonight, okay? Final score, like I said, 138-128, improving to 9-2. Clippers were 20 of 37 from 3. That's crazy shooting. That is crazy shooting from the 3. 20 of 37. They shot 55%. We were 18 for 46, 51%. But when we did hit threes, we hit timely threes, okay? And then 51% for us from the field. They out-rebounded us 47-29, which, I mean, come on now. Did we really expect anything different than that outcome? No, we did not. I mean, without the big fella in the middle, there was just no way to expect anything less than what we got tonight. Points in the paint, Pip tips. That's my favorite stat. 54-46. Turnovers, we were back up again. They had 24, we had 11, which is about where we are normally. And then, of course, the bench outscored us 34-20 simply because we played more of our starters tonight. Box scoring, let me pull that up a little bit. That's a little huge. I need to make that a little bit smaller. There we go. Jalen Williams, 28 points tonight in 35 minutes. 11 for 18, 11 for 16, 2 for 3 from 3, 4 for 4, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. I thought he played really good tonight. Just my opinion. SGA, 45 points, 39 minutes, 13 for 21, 4 for 8, 15 for 16 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. And my girl Jennifer Falkenstein tonight, she was laughing. She goes, well, SGA's close to a triple-double. I go, he's not going to get a triple-double tonight simply because he's got way too many rebounds. He's not Russell Westbrook, and we're not going to make sure he gets threes by boxing people out just so he can get them. That's not how this coaching staff does. Those days are over with, creating situations for him to do that. 5 steals, 2 blocks, doing what he does. 45 points. Excellent night tonight for him. Isaiah Joe, 12 points, 31 minutes, 5 for 12, 2 for 8. He's got to improve his three-point shooting. He's got to get that back up. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. His defense was tremendous tonight, I thought, which really, really helped the Thunder tonight. Wiggins, 29 minutes, 4 for 6, 10 points, 2 for 4. Even though he didn't score a lot, I just think that his defensive prowess and what he was doing on the defensive end, getting his hands on balls, clocking down Harden whenever he had a chance, and I just thought his overall defense was really good tonight. And offense, I think he struggled a little bit, but still 4 for 6, 2 for 4. Have no complaints about what he did. I thought he had an excellent night tonight. Lou Dort, 35 minutes, 19 points, 7 for 14. I thought Lou played really well. I really did. I thought, 4 for 8, 14 shots is too many, but as long as Luke is doing what he needs to do, I'm fine. And so, with me, I don't want him to shoot. That's 7 times too longer than what I want to shoot. But I thought that he felt he needed to do something. But when he tries to take over and goes to the basket, he's out of control. He just has no ability to do that. He just doesn't. My guy John Warren says, are we that bad at defending the 3 as of late, or are other teams just having career nights against us, Warriors and now Clippers? I will say this, John. My answer to that is really simple. I just don't believe that, with Chet getting hurt, we just got to figure out how we're going to adjust to that. Because we could afford to be out there and guard the perimeter because we had Chet in the middle to block shots. Now that's not just, we don't have that ability anymore to have that shot blocking deterrent in the middle of the point. So you can't really go out. So you have to kind of move around, which is going to give more people more open looks, which is what happened last night against the Warriors and now with the Clippers. Hotspot, not having bigs hurt us, but it's all good. Yeah, I agree kind of with that a little bit, Hotspot. But on the other side of that, I believe that we still can do more. But we just got to figure out the rotations, how it works. Caruso, great night tonight, 12 points, 4 for 7, 2 for 5. I think he had some big, huge baskets. Kendrick Williams, like I said, just the 6 minutes, just him being there, I think made a huge difference. Once again, I am becoming Wallace, 0 for 6, 0 for 4, 0 points. His defense he's got to make shots, and I think he'll be fine. But having a goose egg is not a good thing. But defensively, he was outstanding. A.J. Mitchell is coming along, 2 points, 1 for 3. I thought A.J. did really well, and he's growing on me more and more and more. Hot spot. I'm just going to tell you that. Roshan, Norman Powell just shot the ball off. And that's what he did to us the first time, Rashawn. He was unbelievable the first time we played them. He was crazy. The way he was shooting the ball when we played them the first game. He really, really was. I talk about Norman Powell. John Warren Powell was otherworldly, and they were all wet, no flukes. I agree. He played well against us, and he still plays well against us. But I think overall, they don't have SGA, and we do. Rashawn, the defense was there, but Powell just made the shots. Powell is a baller. I agree 100%. Powell is great. But you got to remember, though, guys, he hit some tougher shots against us in L.A. than he did here. And it's simply because now you can't – when you have a rim protector, You can go out and force the perimeter a lot more. But when you don't have your rim protector, then you've got to cut off the lane and not give up easy baskets and just force people to shoot. Now, the Clippers shot the ball well. The Warriors are who the Warriors are. But at the same time, you have to play the right lineups to get people in the right place in order to do that. Now, last night, the second quarter, what did he do? Had the wrong lineup, didn't play SGA long enough, and that's what it is. And it cost us. Tonight, he did not do that. You got to throw all that minutes management shit out the window. You got to play your best player. You got to put him up, put the team on his back, and let him do his thing. And as he's doing his thing, it frees up everybody else to relax and play and not have to make plays. And you get Dort trying to go to the basket and trying to do stuff. That's not do. I don't want you to shoot threes. Catch and shoot. Don't try to go to the basket. Don't try to do stuff. I mean, you make a pump fake and shoot an air ball from a point blank layup. You don't even draw iron. But once again, he moves so fast because he is a tank. And that's what he is. He's a tank playing in a china closet. Or he's it's like hitting a baseball in a room full of mirrors. He just goes all out. He's like Russell. He has no control. It's not good when you're trying to do that sort of thing. But that being said, that's the problem with our defense right now. You don't have an inside presence, so you can't really go out and defend because people are going to take you off the bounce. So you have to be able to defend and cut them off. Well, that still leaves you open for threes, which is what the Thunder are going through right now. So until we get iHeart back, until Chet comes back, and we're not going to get Chet till All-Star break, but until then we get Hartenstein, and so our defensive numbers are going to go up. So we're not going to be number one in three-point percentage. We're not going to be number one in field goal percentage and giving up points as far as like we were averaging 96 with Chet. Well, that's not happening. Those are out the window. So now you got to do a scramble and do what you got to do and win as many games as you can. That's all you got to do right now. You're in full scramble mode. So, and then what I say about that, here is our next 10 games. We got the W tonight. We play the Pelicans on Wednesday. And that would have been a normally easier game for us than it's going to be right now. So you really got to watch them and the Pelicans on Wednesday night. That's going to be a tough game, 6:30 ESPN. We're going to have some issues with that. The Suns, Friday night, without KD, but that's still going to have something that we're really going to have to worry about with KD. We're just going to have to worry about that, what's going to happen with that. We really, really, truly are. I'm a little worried about that. The Mavs on Sunday, we already know. That's just going to be a fucking dogfight. It just is. It's going to be a dogfight. I don't know what else to say. It's going to be a dogfight against the Mavs on Sunday, and then we go to the Spurs on Tuesday, and then come back with the Blazers on Wednesday, back here at the Paycom Center, the Thunderdome. So anyway, that's where we're at right now, guys. And like I said, we don't get iHeart back until after the 20th. So we've got 5 games. If we can go 3-2 in these next 5 and just get past them. Can we beat the Pelicans? Yes, we can, but that's going to be a tougher game. But I don't think Zion is playing, but so we get them. Without KD, we still got to figure out what the hell to do with the big fella in the middle because, once again, it worked on Zubac, but I just don't know how it's going to work against Nurkic. I just don't know how that's going to work against him because he's just an absolute effing monster. So that one worries me. But if we can get past these next 2, the Mavs, SGA is going to have to be super worldly, and so is J-Dub in order to get past that. So we shall see how to make that. No, Dort can't make a layup. I just don't like him shooting that much, but he was knocking down shots, and it just frustrates the hell out of me when he's shooting a bunch. It really, really does. It just does. But, once again, we got to do what we got to do with that. But of these next 10 games, especially these next 5, if we go 4-1 till we get iHeart back, or 3-2 at worst, that puts us at the first 6 games. That puts us at 4-2, or 5-1. Okay, if we can do that, I think we'll be fine. And like I was talking about today with Nathan and I, or when I was talking about the show today, of these next 10, if we could go 7-3, 6-4, 5-5 at worst, but The thing is this: you're going to have to put the ball in SGA's hands and let him do what he does. If you do that and let everybody else not feel like they got to make plays, then we're going to be fine, and we can go 7-3, 6-4. And with 5-5 is the absolute worst we can do. But I believe if you put the ball in his hands, that's what's going to happen. He's going to do what he needs to do to get W's. But you got to be able to not get caught up in all this nonsense playing a bunch of people. Put the ball in your best players like tonight. He put the ball in J-Dub's hand and J-Dub missed the lap. Dude, stop. We're trying to win now. We're not in developmental mode. We are in trying to win mode. We're in scramble mode until Chet gets here. So all that BS that you're trying to do with develop players, that shit's out the window right now. You've got to figure out what can we do to get W's. Let's play SGA. Let's play your best five. SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Dort, and Wiggins. That's your best five to make every difference. It's like tonight. You put that group in, okay, and the score was 43-42, okay, with 5 minutes to go. Then all of a sudden, with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go, it was 58-42, okay? That's SGA, J-Dub, Dort, Caruso, and Wiggins, okay? And what it ended up being is 66-53 to end the quarter. Now, the whole thing is that before that, it was 35-34, and then you had Kendricks came in. So I like that. It's J-Dub, Kaysen, and all of a sudden it's 43-42 with 5 minutes to go. And then you have SGA, Dort, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, and K-Rich. And with 5 minutes to go, then you got to be 53-42 with 58-42 with SGA, J-Dub, Kaysen. And that's what you ended up being. So it was 66-53 to go into the third quarter. Of course, the starters ended up being SGA, J-Dub, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, and Dort, which is not a bad five. Okay? I don't mind that five at all, but you just got to understand what you need to do. So now it's 89-72, and you've got SGA, Caruso, Isaiah Joe, Kaysen, and Dort. Okay? That's what happened. So you got that. And you start throwing Jones. And then all of a sudden at 151, the score is 87-83 because you stick Jones in there. What the are you doing? Dylan Jones, I like the kid, but he's just not ready. He's just not. So when I look at this Thunder team and I see what you got to do and I see where we're at, the opportunities for you to win are there. You start the fourth quarter, okay? Okay, that's the end of the third. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and finish out the game. One thing, SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit my guy up. They love to take care of you. And if you have needs for a water treatment plant or you have a complex you're building, they can take care of you. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers or software to make your office run smoother, they can do all that for you, as well as website design. So you can go to our website at mcsportsnetwork.com. You can look it up. You can order T-shirts and all that stuff. So they're fantastic at that. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit my boy up. He can take care of you. YNB, Equal Housing Lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or go into one of our 5 locations, the main bank at 401 Elm in downtown Yukon, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, YNB East, which is off the Parkway in 66th or Northwest or US 66, YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks, and I-40 just south of I-40, right there on Garth Brooks, right in front of the hospital. Cannot miss it. And YB Peoples, located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And, of course, my guy, Jonathan Beaky Triplet at Elm Grove Clothing. Hit my guy up. If you got to, why spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for a suit when you can spend $800 to $1,000 for one? Hook my guy up. He'll take care of you. 405-332-8787. Now, getting our business out of the way. Starting the fourth quarter is 99-94. You have J-Dub, Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, Caruso, and Jang. And once again, playing Jang, I like the kid, but yeah, no, can't do it. All of a sudden, it's 103-99 with 10 minutes to go, you bring in SGA. So you got SGA, J-Dub, Caruso, Joe, and Wiggins. Okay? Then all of a sudden at 107.96, at the 9 minute 32 seconds, you got SGA, Isaiah Joe, Caruso, Wiggins, and Dort coming in. Okay? And so the game is going back and forth. They're doing what they need to do. We're doing what we need to do. And then at the 5 minutes and 46-second mark, it's 113, 107, SGA, J-Dub, Kaysen, Wiggins, and Dort. And that's and so they finished it off. And they did the things they needed to do. One, you put the ball in SGA's hands, and you let him do what he does. And if you put the ball in his hands and let him do what he does, that frees everybody else up to play freely and not have to feel like they've got to make plays. Rashawn's what? Who would be in your rotation at what points of the game would you let SGA rest? Okay, Rashawn, as I said many times, SGA plays the whole first and third quarters. Okay, fourth quarter, depending on the game, you need to bring him in with about 7 minutes to go. They'd like to bring him in, start putting him in at 5 minutes. You bring in all these other guys. I'm like, we're trying to win. So I bring him in, I say him on the deal about 7 minutes to go to try to get him in the game. Because a lot of times, and then if I'm going to have to stop him, blow a whistle, whatever, to get him in the game. Because you can't wait to 5 and 4 minutes to put him in the game. Because he sat over there for 7 minutes after he just played the whole quarter. So you got to get him in there and keep him in rhythm, especially if he's in rhythm and he's scoring. That's when you get him in the game quickly. So I'm putting him at 8 minutes, boom, let's get in the game. Let me finish this game off in 4 or 5 minutes. So my rotation would be, and the rotation always has been, since Chet's been gone, or even when Chet was out, it was SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Chet. Or let me see, it was SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Chet. And now it's Dort when you want to go smaller. Okay? So now when IHOP comes back, or iHeart comes back, then my 5 is going to be really simple. When you want to lock them down in the second quarter, when you put J-Dub on the bench, then you have SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, iHeart, Chet. And then you put Chet down, or you put Chet, let's set Chet sit, and then you bring in Wiggins. And then you have SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and iHeart. And you have that group rolling. And then you bring in AJ here in a little bit, but who am I going to take out and put AJ in for? I like him, but I don't like him that much, especially right now where we're trying to win. AJ is developing. He's becoming a good player. So at that point, what he's going to do, Dagnall's going to do, he's going to have SGA, AJ, Caruso, Wiggins, and iHeart, or Wiggins and whoever. With the centers out, yeah, Rashawn, that's what I'm saying. With the centers out, if you go small to survive for the next 5 games, is what I'm talking about. For the next 5 games until he comes back after the 20th. When iHeart comes back, Isaiah Hartenstein, iHeart, when he comes back. So then my deal is you got to go small ball, which is SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Dort. That's what you got to go with. Now with K-Rich, I can switch K-Rich out for Dort and give him a little bit more time, but that's what you have to do in order to get done what you need to get done if you want to win, okay? But that's the group that you got to go with. That's your best 5, your small lineup, and that's what we're doing right now. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you've got to be careful, and that's what I would go with as far as getting the Thunder where they need it to be until iHeart comes in, because you have 5 games, and like I said, if we can go 4-1 in these 5 games until we get iHeart, or no worse than 3-2, then the Thunder will be golden, because you'll be 4-2 if you go 3-2. We've already got the 1 win, so in this first 6 games you'll be 4-2. Or if you go the other thing, you'd be 5-1. So that's kind of depends on what you got to do. But it's all about coaching. It's all about lineups. It's all about him understanding when to put SGA in the game. And my thing is this: he knows when the hell to do it. He just doesn't, because he's stuck on trying to do what they're trying to do with their plan, and it's just not working. Not if you want to win, you can't do it. Okay, you can't. So. But anyway, that's how I'm looking at it. I know we're going to have a short night tonight, guys, and I'm sorry, but I know it's late, and but I got started late tonight, ran into some friends, and Jennifer and I ended up staying a little bit late. But I appreciate you guys coming on, and tomorrow we will talk more about it during the Unpopular Hour show tomorrow afternoon. So That being said, sorry the show is so short tonight, but everybody, let me see. I mean, I would play 9, 10, and 11. No, Rashawn, you can't play 9, 10, and 11 if you're trying to win. Can't do it. We're trying to win right now. With Chet gone till till until until after the All Star game, you've got to win. You can't be if you're trying to win the West. You can't be giving away games by playing a bunch of players. You got to lock down. Everybody's got to play minutes. We got to join together. Everybody's got to do what they got to do right now, and that's the only way you can do it. Is that right there? If you want to win, you can't be playing all these other guys. Here, Ace. Here. Okay, no. I'm trying to get my fat boys trying to do this. On back to backs, yeah, the whole thing is I understand on the back to backs, Rashawn, but right now you can't afford to give away games. And everybody's just going to effing suck it up. And you can play these guys and squeeze them in like he's trying to do. I get it. But you cannot give away games. You can't afford to give away games if you're trying to stay up while Chet is out until you get Hartenstein back. You just got to do what you got to do until Hartenstein comes back. So, as far as back-to-back games, let's go look at our schedule again so we can address that. Let me see, where is it? Okay, here we go. Okay, the only back-to-back games we have is the Spurs and the Blazers is the only back-to-back we have. That's at the Spurs and at the Blazers. So that's a Tuesday and Tuesday, Wednesday. So those are only back-to-back, and we have to fly back from San Antonio that night. So on a back-to-back, yeah, Rashawn, I get it, but you've got to beat the Blazers. Okay, or you got to beat you got to beat the Blazers, but you got to beat the Spurs there. So my thing is this: right now, we've got to just suck it up because you can't afford to play Dylan Jones them, and I mean you can like you did tonight, but in spots to kind of play them and when you can. But for the most part, if you're trying to win, you can't afford to give away games. So you can't afford to play a bunch of players just to play them because what that's going to do is cost you a W, and you can't give away games. You got to win games because what did giving away games last year cost Denver? Cost them. You can't give away games if you're trying to win, especially at the end of the year. You've got to win the games you're supposed to win early. And my thing is very simple right now. We know the recipe. We know what we got to do and what we can't do. You just got to get it done. You just got to get it done. They just got to suck it up. And everybody's willing to have Chet's back. And that's why we're coming out. Look, we got to get Chet's back. Everybody's going to play harder. And we're going to play guys. We got to play them. But SJ, you're 38 to 40 minutes. JW, you're 35 minutes. That's where we're at. But if we want to win, that's what you got to do. So everybody's got to make the commitment. The coaching staff has to realize that's what we got to do. And SGA, you got to do what you got to do, just like you did tonight. 45 points, play great, you were a beast, And that's what we got to have. Depend on him, put it on his back, and everybody else just ride along. So that being said, hey, tomorrow, appreciate you guys coming on tonight. Sorry I was on so late tonight. Appreciate you guys staying up and